Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily love reading. My name is Pretty and I'll be doing your love reading today. So before we begin with your love reading, Sagittarius, please do remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever does not. Okay, so let's begin with your love reading, Sagittarius. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups, and this is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is a beautiful energy for a love reading because this is a relationship. This is an emotionally fulfilling, successful relationship, connecting with someone who shares the same relationship goals as you and the same outlook on love. There is something here about a commitment, a long-lasting commitment. So you could be connecting with someone who sees this with you. They want this. They want this with you. The feeling looks mutual with this kind of card. There's a shared goal of that happily ever after, wanting the white picket fence, the family, settling down. There's that kind of goal here with the Ten of Cups. So let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. We have the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Six of Pentacles, Earth energy, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. So for whatever reason, it does look like there is a delay, there's a pause, there's a waiting period before this Ten of Cups comes in. Because we have the Hermit, which is an energy of being single or being alone. It's not lonely, but it is an energy of spending time on your own. You could be in a state of solitude. You could be in a season of preparation. Because we also have the Temperance, which is like getting grounded and centered. You're not in a hurry, but there's an inner knowing that this is what you want and this is what you're calling in. And you may have someone specific on your mind that you want this with. And with the Six of Pentacles being here, just know that the feeling is mutual. This person wants that too. Even if possibly some of you guys, you could be in a separation, sometimes bent apart. Just know that the way that you're feeling is how they're feeling. There is a mutual desire to have a Ten of Cups here. So whoever your person is, it looks like it's a divine connection, and this connection is divinely protected. There could be a reconciliation about to happen here with the Temperance, because the Temperance is a card of harmony, compromise, coming together, reconciling, and making peace. So if you've been in separation for a while now, you could be gearing up for some sort of reconciliation or reunion, because you and your person are coming to a mutual understanding, and you could be compromising with each other because there's this understanding of the greater good, which is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so let's clarify these cards. Okay, we have the Moon, and this is Pisces energy. So there's that energy of you're not with your person right now. You're alone. With the Hermit here, it's like you're having to kind of just trust divine timing. And at times, this time on your own, this separation could actually bring in fears, because the Moon is fear of the unknown. It's anxieties. It's a fear of abandonment, a fear of betrayal. So this could trigger some fears in you. So you could actually be working through some very complex emotions, because there's that part of you that knows that this is meant to be, this is going to happen. But there's also that part of you that feels like you've been waiting for a long time, or you've been left in the dark somehow. So if there's a separation, it's like you're not sure. It's just your intuition that's telling you that, this is your person. But in the 3D, it's possible that you can't see it right now. So let's see. We have the Seven of Swords, air energy, the King of Pentacles, earth energy, and the Page of Pentacles, earth energy. Okay, so this looks like your own sneaky thoughts. Negative thoughts could creep in and try to tell you that you are wasting your time, or you're being delusional, or you're being lied to. There's something here about your mind and your fears at times overpowering, because it on the surface it looks like nothing's happening, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes. And again, it requires trust. And with the King of Pentacles, a need for staying grounded, not allowing your negative thoughts to get the best of you, because it does look like there's some fears here. It could trigger your fears of abandonment or your fears of being alone, because something could be taking longer than you wish right here. But it's coming and it's going to happen. And, with the King of Pentacles, it's going to be better than what you hope. Like, there's a reason why it's not happening quickly, because it's something of quality that you're calling in. If your person left and they're coming back, they're gonna come back a better version of themselves, and this is not something that happens quickly or overnight. So it is requiring some patience, and that can be frustrating, and that can leave room for doubts or leave room for anxiety to creep in, and that can happen from time to time. But with the Page of Pentacles, you're being advised to focus on your maturation during this time, developing yourself, so that when you do have this reunion, you are also on this, like a match. There's something here about time spent apart is kind of necessary right now. It's just a season, it's not forever, but they just guard your mind, guard your thoughts. Don't allow negativity to creep in, because with the Seven of Swords and the Moon, it does look like doubts could come in from time to time. I'm gonna pull out an oracle card for you. We have Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. We also have Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon. Okay, so yeah, there is something about this time where it's like, it's a little bit out of your control, like it's in divine timing. And that can really be triggering, especially if you like to have control, and like you want to know when and how and all that. But you are kind of being advised to kind of just focus on yourself right now, to build yourself up, to be more becoming more authentic, so that you can come into a genuine alignment here, and also to surrender to the divine. Let's see. It's almost like you're in a pruning season. Okay, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes, it does look like this is just a season, and it's taking a while, but the reward will be really great. Like, it's like, if you're in separation, the person who's coming back, they're coming back with a big offer. They're coming back a better version of themselves. They're coming back with an engagement, a higher level of commitment. Or if you've been in a season of being single for a really long time, and you're wondering when is your person coming in, the person who's coming in is going to be a high value, high quality person, and they're going to treat you like you're valuable. They're going to respect and honor the relationship. So there's an energy here of things coming into alignment, and it is in divine timing. You're also being advised to focus on your friends, loved ones, people around you. Focus on the love. Don't allow negativity to creep in, or negative thoughts. Don't ruminate or spend too much time on your own. It's spend time with people who love you, like family, friends, loved ones, because there is support around you, even divine support. Ask for and accept support from others. Don't isolate. We have beauty and happiness. The thing of beauty is a joy forever. So there is again that message that whatever is coming in after this season of hermit mode is going to be big, and it's here to stay. It's going to be a forever type of thing. So this is why there's no rush, because it looks like if it's a person who's coming back, they're coming to stay this time. They're not going to leave. And if it's someone new, it's a forever thing. Like, there's that long-term potential here. There's something grounded and real that you're calling in. You're attracting it to you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a card for your advice. Okay, we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So is there something here about learning boundaries, also setting limits with your mind, your thoughts? There's, having boundaries with your thought life, your inner world, protecting your energy and your mind, as well as learning boundaries within relationships. We have also surrender to the wisdom of your body. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a message from the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? So let's start with Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, how do they feel about you? We have, I wish I could share my good news with you. And okay, so there is an Aries. You possibly could have separated from an Aries, or an Aries could have walked away from you. And it was because their life wasn't as together as it seemed. There was something that they needed to get in order, and they're making progress. They're making their way back to you, and they're coming back with good news. Okay, so let's see if you're dealing with a Taurus. Okay, we have you and I were too young and I am not available. So yes, there is a Taurus who's just not ready. Like they've got a lot of work to do and they're not available. They're very focused on their own life, their own issues. If you're dealing with a Gemini, how do they feel? Okay, we need to let each other go and I'm not available. Okay, so again, there's a message here of a person who has walked away. They're trying to let go. They're not available emotionally, mentally, even physically. Like it's not time for them. If you're dealing with a Cancer, I wonder if you're happy without me. So many things remind me of you. Okay, so the Cancer is missing you. The Cancer is contemplating, reaching out, coming towards you. They're at that point where they're ready to come in, but they do kind of psych themselves out because they wonder if you've moved on, if you would even be happy to hear from them, but you're always on their mind. They think about you a lot. If you're dealing with a Leo, I left you before you could leave me. Okay, so the Leo sabotaged this connection. They have a fear of abandonment and they thought you were going to leave them, so they left. But they still feel a strong connection, especially through music. If you're dealing with a Virgo, okay, there's a Virgo who's actually waiting for you. They want a sign from you, or they want you to reach out to them, but they're actually waiting for you to show interest. Okay, if you're dealing with a Libra, okay, they are still extremely connected to you. They feel like they betrayed you, and they hope you can forgive them one day. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, okay, they want to be more than friends. They are still invested in this connection. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, okay, so there is a Sagittarius that believes that you have someone else. They have a fear that you would leave them for someone else. But they do see this connection as deeply spiritual, and they feel like they're in hermit mode because they are reflecting. They're trying to get some sort of lesson out of this. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay, there's a Capricorn that is genuinely so remorseful towards you. They regret lying to you about something. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they feel like you're the one who's left them. They feel you leaving them behind, and they think about you a lot. They could be ruminating. If you're dealing with a Pisces, it's so hard for them to let this go. They're very emotional over you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and it was my fault, but I blamed you. So they also, at the same time, there's a mixture of that self-loathing, like they're taking the blame, they're blaming everything on themselves, and it's just really hard for them. They could be in a really emotional state right now. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a really, really good day, Sagittarius. Bye, Sagittarius.